Hi, Michael Jamin. So today I want to talk about steaks. So many years ago, my partner and I we wrote three movies with Barry Josephson attached. He was a big shot producer. He headed Columbia Pictures for many years, and then became a producer, and he made like Bad Boys and Last Boy Scout and Chanted. He was a big shot. So we wound up doing three movies with him. Two of them that we sold. And I remember we turned in a draft for the first one. And at the time, we were successful TV writers. We've been doing it for like 10 years or whatever. So we kind of knew what we were doing, but we hadn't made movies yet. And we turned in this draft, and Barry had his three notes, which notes he always gives, which were stakes, pace, drive. Stakes, pace, drive. So he didn't think that the stakes for our script were high enough. So what does that mean? Here's a little thought experiment to show you what stakes are. So imagine the year is 2020. The pandemic hasn't destroyed the world yet. And you are at the mall. You're in the food court. You're waiting for a movie to start. You're in the food court. And you're sitting there at a table. And on either side of you, there's two tables. And there's a conversation here and a conversation here. And the conversation here, two smoking hot. They can be girls. They can be guys. Whatever you want for your thought experiment. But they're smoking hot. Okay? And over here, you got two average people. Not smoking hot. Girls or guys, whatever you want. And so naturally, you're like, you got nothing to do. You're going to start eavesdropping. Now, whose conversation are you going to listen to first? Well, you're going to go with them because they're smoking hot. So you kind of lean in and hear what they're talking about. And the woman in this one, in my experiment, she's a woman, okay? And she's telling her friend, you're never going to believe what happened to me. I was downstairs, and then all the way across the mall, I see a crowd of people outside a store. And I'm like, what the hell is going on over there? So I walk over to investigate, and it's a shoe store. And they're going out of business. 40% off. Everything's 40% off. And I'm like, damn, I like shoes. 40%. I like a good deal. I love a good deal. I go in and I see a pair of shoes I want, but it's sold out. But there at the corner of my eye, I see another pair and it's 50% off. I pick it up 50%. I'm like, oh my God. And I want this one better. So I give it to the clerk. The clerk comes down. It doesn't fit. Oh man. So she goes, I go, get me a half size up. She goes down, gets me half size up. Oh my God, this one, there's a mistake on it. And now it's like 55% off because it's printed wrong. And I'm like, oh my God, and these ones fit me even better. And then I take it to the counter and the clerk rings me up and she hits the numbers in wrong. And I'm like, oh my, I think she did it wrong. And I said, are you sure about this? And she goes, mm-hmm. She nods. She knows what I mean. And so now I got these shoes. And at first I was going to save like $30, but now I wound up saving like $180 I saved for these great pairs of shoes. And then I put it in the box, and then I walk, and now here I am. Look at this. I got a great deal on shoes. Okay, that's kind of boring. But I told the story, right? I did tell the story. Stuff happened. There was a plot. Stuff happened. Now there's a couple over here. I'm going to pay attention. Very similar plots, okay? But I'm going to listen to hers. What's going on here? Average person. And she's telling me, or she's telling her friend, she's saying, so I was downstairs, and then I saw it, down in the distance, there's a crowd of people. I'm like, what's going on over there? I walk over to the crowd, and there's a sale, 40% off. Now, I've been unemployed, for 6 months. I can't afford to buy anything. And I got my high school reunions coming up, my 10th reunion. And in high school, I was such a freaking loser, and now I got to see these people. I don't even have a job. I don't have a life. I got no career. I don't not have a family. And I see these shoes 40% off. And the thing is, when I was in high school, I was poor. People always teased me because I used to wear these ratty shoes with holes in them. They called me a shoe girl. And now I got to go to this reunion. And now here's a chance to have like a decent pair of nice looking shoes. It'll just make me feel better. So I go inside and I see these shoes. They don't have what I want. But then the clerk comes back and she finds this other pair that's even better and it's less money. And I'm like, oh my God, these shoes. If I can get these shoes, man, and I show up to my reunion in these shoes, I'll just feel better about myself. I just won't feel like a loser. Okay? So which story is better? I want to hear that one. Sorry, maybe you disagree, but I like this one better. The stakes are higher. This one, the stakes are saving money. She went from saving $30 to $100 to $150. You can save $1,000. Who cares? The stakes are just money. But in this story, the stakes are self-esteem. The stakes are finally feeling good about yourself, not feeling ashamed. Okay? So that's what stakes are. How do you put this in your writing? Oh, okay. Well, that's what the class is for. I can't do everything in 5 minutes, people. Okay? So if you want to learn more, you sign up for my course. I talk about everything. This is how I talk. Kind of analogies, real world stuff. I don't talk theory. All right. I just tell you how I would do it, and you can copy how I would do it, or you could kind of put your own spin on it and make it your own. All right. If you want to learn more, click the link. Good luck.